So getting up close, you can see that likeness of Padme. Welcome back to Heroes and Villains HQ. Today we have another Hot Toys review. We're going to take a look at Padme Amidala from Attack of the Clones. Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned for more content on my channel. But let's jump in to the Padme Hot Toy. If you've watched the other Hot Toys reviews on my channel, you'll know that this box is significantly different than the other ones I've taken a look at. That's because this one's a little bit older. This is from the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, so 2022. However, the Hot Toys boxes have still stayed relatively consistent with the black and dark gray color scheme, but this one is significantly taller and not as wide. However, you do have the promotional image of Padme here, warning label on the back, and blank again. So really the biggest difference is that on the new boxes you have the banner and you have promotional images on the side, versus this is just plain, but that is because this is a slip cover. So if you take the slip cover off, so this is what it looks like. I've already taken Padme out of the box, but you take the slip cover off and it has a plastic front there so you can actually see the figure. You have the promotional image, the movie it's from. This is a little label for the 20th anniversary, so it gets a lot cooler than just that. The sides also has some art, specifically Geonosis for the Attack of the Clones movie. On the back, you got a similar promotional image to what you would expect from like a Kenner card back or other vintage collection action figures. And then again, promotional image, the backdrop, and a description. So now that I already have her out of the box, let's take a look at the Padme Hot Toy. This Padme figure is insane and looks so good. This is the white outfit you see her wear as her and Anakin make their way to Geonosis to save Obi-Wan, and then they end up getting captured. The base of this figure is supposed to emulate the droid factory, and it also does include these two accessories that you can just kind of place up against the sides here to showcase the droid factory. So that's a really cool added bonus there to kind of bring the base to life. Some of the other accessories include a couple of swappable hands. You have 4 in total. Lastly, the main accessories I already have her sporting, which is the droid blaster, her blaster pistol, and then this cape here. It also includes the headdress portion, which I'll put on a little bit later. So let's get a closer look at Padme. So getting up close, you can see that likeness of Padme. Natalie Portman looks really great. On the box, it definitely looks off, but when you get it in person, I think it looks very close to how Natalie Portman looks like in Attack of the Clones. The rest of the outfit is very simple. It's just the white fabric. The boots here are very nice, very sculpted and molded. And then moving back up the side, you can see her utility belt has some pouches on this side and the holster here for her blaster pistol on this side, which can be removed. And that is nice and shiny. Looks great. Lastly, you have the metal pieces on her biceps on both arms, and then the fabric cape around her back, and then a nice hair design. And then the last thing here is the droid blaster. Now you can see quickly with the headdress on what Padme looks like. I personally don't like this look. This is supposed to be similar to the Ilum look from the 2D Clone Wars series. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. I like the first cape, but not the headdress. Again, showcasing another pose, this time without the cape, and her just holding the droid blaster. I definitely think the look without the cape is probably the best and most accurate version. I really like the look of this. And one more pose. I think personally this is the best look with her Naboo blaster pistol in sort of a standing ready pose. So again, this Padme figure is just incredible. So what are my final thoughts on the Hot Toys Padme? This is definitely the definitive version currently on the market for an Episode 2 Padme. It just looks incredible. And I think they nailed not only the likeness, but the outfit, and her Naboo blaster pistol is probably the best accessory. I definitely hope we get to see more Padme figures, maybe from Revenge of the Sith, maybe even a Phantom Menace version. Definitely seems to be lacking in terms of total content created for her character, which is unfortunate because Padme is such a boss. But yeah, this figure is great, and I definitely would recommend picking it up now before it continues to rise in price. It definitely is going for a little bit more than retail on the aftermarket, and if you're interested in grabbing it, I would pick it up now before it continues to increase in value. But I hope you enjoyed this Hot Toys review. If you did, hit the like button down below and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more content on my channel. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.